Hey Skippy, how goes it? I'm doing pretty good, how about you? Oh, I'm tired. It's been a long day, but yeah. I already have my answer. Don't mind me. Nice. Oh, I need to go do that today. I might do that before. We'll do that before I hop on to the evening to finish all the chaos known as that. Also, I need to open up my... One sec. I forgot to do that. We got all that chaos going. Let me finish up this stuff and then we can go on to Lane's ride to... or walking to the final destination. Need to mute that for a second. I'll be having enough emotional damage later. Ah. I don't fly into that. I'm working towards it on mine. I get the Omicron stuff done. And only the Omicron stuff. They're not both there. I know that. Nice. I mean, of course I want to go get mine. Oh my god, now that you mention that. Oh my god. Omicrons. I'm still only at rank 5, so I have a little bit to go. Over curious. Okay. Oh, they're all over there, okay. I love the Gerbla area. It's so pretty. Then I get 4 of them. Gotta love this stuff. So how's your day been? I'm out of it today. How's your day been, Skippy? Get any further progress on Raft? Well, hopefully it's not too terrible. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong direction. I know exactly where I'm supposed to be going. Oof. That's not good. Yo, kitty cat. Hey, Tum Tum. Hi, Tommy. Okay. That's the only one I was gonna do. Oh, so close. Okay, back to... Yeah. The kitty cat ran off. Off to lane I go. Once the queue of 9 finally dies down. Okay, let's get this going. I'm gonna put the music on mute because we're gonna be doing main story stuff. If Alice is discouraged, she betrays no hint. Whatever Meteon may have said, we should confirm it with our own eyes. We need to have a look around. Indeed, at the very least, it doesn't appear to be a sprawling place like those before. If we split up, it shouldn't take too long to cover the area. Yes, here in a little bit. Because I actually want to get to the dungeon. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. Perhaps you could try calling out? Hello? Can you hear me? If anyone has heard you, they do not respond. This place is reminiscent of a bar, but neither patrons nor staff are anywhere to be seen. Egg-shaped containers like line the shelves with loose few sitting on the counter. Vessels for the beverages in all likelihood. A venue bustling with activity until it was not. Tree-like object. I like that comment. The object resembles a tree and appears to have been fashioned from a stone-like material. Erected in a place of an actual tree or to serve some other purpose perhaps. Regardless, there is no one left to explain, to tell the story. Were it not for the thick layer of dust, one could imagine someone drinking from these cups but moments ago. Though set slightly off the ground, this appears to be a door, while the objects to the left could be letterboxes. The door is rusted shut, and the film of dust all over suggests no one has come through in a long, long time. Creepiest portion of this zone ever. Vantage point. Before I do that one, this looks so cool over here. I would love to visit that zone. I want to know the story behind it. That looks so cool over there. That looks like more of the air, but it might be different. Go over here and see. Any more spots that look kind of cool? Nope. That's all the dragon zone. Okay. Like, there's so many different spots here that you don't get to go see, but you want to. In the distance, you glimpse Alize peeking her way through the ruins. Or picking her way through the ruins, but otherwise, spy no signs of life. If anyone can hear me, say something! Your call echoes faintly before being swallowed by the silence. Speak to Alize. Oh, there's a place over there that looks kind of cool. Naeem, take a look at this. If the road was a little longer, we could take it to just beneath the dead sun. But I suppose this is where the reconstruction ends. How about you? Did you find anything of interest? A few things, but no signs of life aside from us. I see. I noticed the same. Cups left on tables, chairs out of place. I don't know what happened here, but I do know I don't want to be alone anymore. We've searched enough for now. Let's find Alphino and compare what we've learned. That looks kind of cool too.
Did you find anything?
No. This place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary. There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
Wait.
For another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteor seen.
Ah. Could it be? Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out. Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
No, Alphino. I promise. No, I won't allow it. I promised your parents I'd keep you safe. Stop. Not another word. I promised your parents I'd keep you safe.
I know. I know. But if there is a chance this will work, then I would take it. For everyone, and for myself. I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain. You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others. But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time. As your friend, I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
Then why do it?
Then why suggest such a thing? It's too much to ask of anyone, even her. Why must she be the one? Why must she fight alone? More than a hero, she's a dear friend. Not only to us, but to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet...
Poor Alizé. I wish my character would just give her a hug.
Alizé, I have an idea. Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave her a new one. For instance, a path where she finds happiness at journey's end. This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair. So please, believe in us too, and press on.
I hate this. I've hated this so much every time.
Thank you.
I can't
What are
deny
you-
the twins.
If the plan's decided, then let's not dally.
You love you, Alizé.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
Just in time for pesky onions, right?
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't
Right.
entirely deserted, is it? You are here. You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters, as did they share their own grim findings with you. Overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars, some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends. Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Fear. I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream.
You're so creepy, Medion, sometimes.
It can do nothing to alter my flow. You spoke with the Aya, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe. It's true. The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift, to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
Yeah, right.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
Go, Alizé.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger. We rise, fall, and rise again.
No!
Don't worry about us. You must take the next step, and all the rest after that.
It's not fair. Not fair at all. Square Enix, I hate you, but I love you. God. I have a game for while I do this lovely little scene. If anybody was willing to guess the names as I walk. For those that don't know them.
Please, please, oh, please let them all be safe.
Only Thancred's matters. Bob George Polly, right?
Cryle? Are you all right?
It's nothing. Just a headache.
Cryle, stop lying.
They'll be fine. I know they will.
Apologies for the interruption. A man arrived on the last ferry. An associate of the Scions. He wishes to speak with you at once.
The warrior of emo, right? I've actually thought about that. Depression. Right? Pretty much. That's just Dark Knight. In this city devoid of life, you sense the presence of another. Why are we alive anymore? It's all pain and death.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
Oh no, the ice.
Do
Right?
not despair. You are not without allies.
God damn it! I hate you!
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
Actually, no. That was Meryl then.
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
That was Emmerich. He's not dead.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
I'm trying to remember that one. I know that one. I think that was Kane. But I might be wrong.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But the prize
Raban.
is worth the price.
I think I missed one, didn't I? No, I got them all. I feel like I did.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
That was Kane. That was the Elder Seeds here. I know she's in there.
Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
Really? I keep forgetting that that was actually what he said. Foreshadowing.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
Papolino.
A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen.
God damn it, I hate you, Gabe.
Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
Backlog.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
Actually, no, it was Reen.
Strong art thou, mortal.
Ritra.
Look for the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
I think that was Vana. Boo! Hi, Aki.
Let's finish this.
Actually, I think that was another artwork, but I might be wrong on that one.
Here the path ends. There is no way to reach our nest. I told you. Resignation and acceptance reign in this place. The rejection of life by those who came to curse it. Those whose dreams were unfulfilled. Whose prayers were unheard. Whose labors were unrewarded. Hope cannot deliver you unto hopelessness. Our refuge is beyond you. Always has it been. Such is the nature of this place. You should have remained on Atheris. Struggle will avail you not, nor will it grant your comrades peace. Come, let me relieve you of your burden.
You're right.
You've suffered enough.
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
How do we make peace with
That's why it's too soon for this to end.
I think Red.
There are so many people in the world.
You must triumph.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Uveda.
I am ever grateful.
Came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know.
After all these years,
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
And Godspeed.
perhaps when our time comes to return to the star,
We shall remember these
Hitler.
few days we have lost.
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Right? Why? Why did you hate it? I won't forsake our cause.
I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes. And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
Oh, come now. It's been a gripping tale. Unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice, sprinkled with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. It's got it all. I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls.
Hi, guys.
But I won't say no to a bit part.
What are you?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious? Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore. That being said,
damn those eyes.
we do have a score to settle. So here I am, Vanar. I suppose you needed me to tie it all together, these frayed threads of our history. But knowing you, I suspect there's a joke in it too. Oh yes, I can imagine you gloating over my forgetfulness.
Nah, she would never.
Were I feeling charitable, I might assume you had left room for the possibility of this outcome. Even so, you'll get no applause from me. A single gesture will not lighten the burden I've had to bear. Still, you must be commended. Our methods would not have brought mankind this far. And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration. You will not end our journey. That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Aetheris, past and present.
As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please. Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path.
What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal.
Ours is
Trail
the
of
wisdom
potato.
to weave the fabric of reality. Ours is the power to create.
Alpus blooms.
Meteon, though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more. A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Alpus blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair.
Wait a minute,
In
why are you
case
leaving?
the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight. So go on. Call them back to your side.
Thanks, Hades. Right?
May you ever walk in the light.
I love this line from Sacred.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
You'll find a way regardless.
You mean to Urianger?
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it, and see that we all return to Etheris.
Aye. As soon as we've averted the final days.
You're so mean to Ishtola.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
Come, my friends. Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
Over, Meteon. Come with us. If I was my black mage, maybe. I actually don't mind Meteon, and I understand what happened here, but... matches and ice cubes. It's over, Meteon. Oh, jeez.
Can you hear me? The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting, hurting. End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
The way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
No! You're not allowed to leave her.
You're leaving?
Of course. The encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Hydaelyn's magic. But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost. But though you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible. Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star. See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall. Only then may it rise again, and a new tale begin, with new parts for all to play.
The lover of plays.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Maybe. Can I just
or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of blind frost in Offerd's north?
If you want to, you can.
The fabled golden cities of the New World. The sacred sites of the forgotten people of the South Sea Isles. What about Mericidia, the southern continent? Do you know aught of its present state of affairs? I thought not. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. All of which is to say, expand your horizons, go forth and seek discovery. Some of the civilizations in the reflections will surprise you. As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much. I certainly did.
I pray we meet again.
Hello.
If not in this life, then perhaps another. Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
For you, maybe.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
You bulk a lot,
Oh,
Hades.
don't be that way.
That was one of the pictures I wanted to get. Yay! Thanks! It is my fervent hope that our ancient friends will find a new beginning. They and all their brethren who have returned to the ethereal sea. For that to come to pass, we must succeed. We must avert the final days and save theirs. To go and see all those places and more, MSQ has given you quite a taste. Suffice to say, I should be glad to assist you once we return together triumphant, of course. Of course, Ishtola. For all the lives on those stars, whose light hath been extinguished, for the ancients who went before us, I offer a solemn prayer. Fair enough. No need to explain. I have a rough idea what happened while I was gone. It was a strange feeling, as though I was struggling in a pitch-black sea. A powerful tide was trying to wash me away, one that churned with hatred and envy for life. And it was all I could do to swim against it. Then suddenly, I was here. It felt long and short at the same time, hazy as in history. But through it all, one thing was crystal clear. You fought with all your being to keep our hopes alive. I can't claim I fully understood the workings of this place, but in that moment, I felt I knew what I needed to do. I felt that it was the right time to offer up this life I owe, that I could risk it all on the wager that the rest of you would manage without me. Full glad am I to see that I was right. As different and mysterious as the ancients may be, they were people not unlike us. The first people to fall and feel pain, and the first forced to find a way to rise again. From them we have come, and in our pain and suffering we are connected. I don't think I ever knew what to say to that man. In retrospect, it always felt like the wrong thing. But the past with notwithstanding, he came to your aid in your moment of need. We are here, and we will not squander this chance he has given us. We will see this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and bid the final curtain fall. Taking the words he said all the way. The scions of the seventh bond stand ready for the finale. Are you ready then? Then let us set forth for the reckoning. Having come this far, I know everyone's resolve is beyond doubt, so I will say only this. Within that dead sun swirls the emotions that Medion has hoarded, the emotions of the innumerable souls who strove for happiness but failed. As it was with the denizens of Ultima Thule that barred our way, it is not for us to rebuke or admonish. 'Twas not by passing judgment on the tragic legacies of others that we arrived at this moment. Rather, it was by opening our hearts to their despair, by understanding and acknowledging their fates, while still refusing to share in them ourselves, to hold fast to hope, not in ignorance, but by choice. Should you struggle to do so, I'm here to help, as you have all helped me. We will prevail. Everyone is going home today. Understood? Let's put an end to it. Put an end to the end. Find a spot that I like to first screenshot. Nice. I love finding spots that are good for screenshots. Everyone's going home today, understood? I. The dead ends. Okay. Question for this. Does anybody want to join me on the run for that? Right? Anybody up for joining me on the run for Dead Ends? As well as the trial? I still do want to go get the Aether Currents. Ash has gone to bed. Okay, fair enough. Our favorite potato. I would have asked Aki, but I think she's not available either. I mean, it is Crystal, so it should be okay to get Party Finder for the rest, but I still have my Sprout. I mean, you'd be just DPSing, so you could pick your favorite class at Ash if you wanted to come, but if you're going to bed, that's fine. You've been up for a long time, because you were up when I got on, got to work this morning. Yeah, I know. We've had a long day. I'm gonna do Dead Ends. If I was wondering if you wanted to join, Aki. But you'd have to switch servers. I'm over on Crystal and Diablos. Diabolos. 389 northwest. Wait, it's down. Over there? Dirty camel. Oh, are you talking about the Mall Mount or whatever it is? Yeah, that one. The, like, camel giraffe mix. Aki, did you want to join for Dead Ends or no? I need to get the Lumi minion. If you're busy, that's okay. Also, can I just state that I would love it if we could have, like, split the party? Some NPCs, some not. Right? Especially for DC's like Dynamis, that one's practically dead. So if I wanted to do roulettes on like my Dynamis character, I'd have to switch DC's. To get anywhere on it, which I've thought of doing a couple of times. This character I have to get a lot done on. I'm practically as tall as Estinian. Holy cow. For her, I don't know how I would do it. Because as tank, obviously, I don't need tank grid. Probably Graha, Estinian, and Ishto. Actually, depends on how I'm doing it. If I'm tank, that would be the group. If I'm not, that'd be a different story. Right. The sun will shine again. I have more than just those two mounts. I love this mount. I get the story mounts, I know that. I don't think I have you on my friends list as this character, Aki. I don't have the sheep. F I cut. This one doesn't have as many as my main one. I need to go mount farming. Well, if nobody else wants to join, I'll get us queued. Also, I got the meals today. They do look delicious. I'm going to be trying one tomorrow. It'll be either the tenderloin with cheesy cabbage or the herb crust chicken. I haven't decided yet. But they all look delicious. So feel free to give them a try. Factor 75. Use the code. They have keto friendly, calorie smart, high in protein, and all that jazz. So you can pick your meal plan. For those that can. Doing my 15-second commercial. Aww, Skippy. It's okay, Skippy. As I said, it's not a must. It's not a requirement. I'd love for people to give it a try, but I'm just letting you all know. Fair enough. Alright, I think we're as good as we're gonna get, so let's get this queue going. Dead ends. I'm actually kind of curious. Do I have all of them? Yes, I do. Okay. Wow. I just have to go and run through them all. That's what I'll do. For leveling, I'll just go through that. Alright, so let's get queued for dead ends. Reels this time. Realsies. That was fast. Tank and healer makes sense though.
So you are finally here, in this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then. Follow me down into the darkest depths of despair.
And then after this we have the trial. Oh, I almost hit that button again. God bless it. Damn it.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence.
I can rerun this later and do the
inside and out.
I missed you. I know I did.
The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
That's right, I gotta fix my main top bar for BUNbreaker because I have a button that's been up in my hotbar.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
Cool. Sigh. Dude, I'm gonna shut my pink pants off. Have anything on it?
Those who lived and festered, those who died and decayed. The first time in a long time I've actually gotten hit by that. I remember correctly, I definitely need to do that for the next boss. And the very last of them wished they had never been born at all. In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the selfsame lives it had saved.
distracted.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost. They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
Dude. That's the first time I've seen you seen it where you got my health has gotten that low. I can't word today. With you as the healer there, Skippy. Especially at stage. Those things hit like freight trains. Yeah, I'm not. Not on this character. I will be, though. Well, sort of. I don't plan to grind as hard on her. I mean, I'll get all the extra stuff so I can get her at least couple of years, but I'm not going to be pushing as hard as I do with my main. I'll do the, some of the mouth crawl. But not all of it.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
I did it. I killed them all.
Farther still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
No, I'm not getting scared. I know you can handle it. That's the only reason why I didn't even bother asking. I know you can keep up. I haven't felt like I needed to do Super Bowl light, no. I was just thinking, that's the farthest I've ever seen it go down with healing. Especially with you healing as a skull or as a stage, I was like, holy cow. I mean, in Troya on my main, I don't even bother using a... Yeah, well these ones are harder to not. This guy is down as people. Because I'm not sprinting, he's doing this shit. Also, I know you'd tell me if I was pulling too hard for you. I know for a fact you would tell me if I was pulling too hard. There you go.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts. Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful. Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
Breathe there for a second. belly dancing. Yay, we did it. But I got everything. No birdie. Aww. I'm gonna have to run it again. That's it. Yep, nope. Sag.
That you still stand. Your determination defies all reason. The souls within me writhe and recoil in your presence. What must I do? What pain must I visit upon you to make you surrender to despair?
No one is unbreakable. What pains one may weather may bring another to tears. But therein lies our strength. For when we fall, our brothers and sisters are there to raise us up, again and again, without end.
I see. But no matter how much hope exists, ever will there be more despair. Ever will the living cast the present and lament the future. So shall sin into light ceases to
Look at that.
Seven hells.
Okay. I have these cutscenes to go through though, so it'll be a moment.
On your guard.
The rage. It rises. Rises.
Stop! Calm yourself, please.
We die in pain. We die in suffering. Who are you to live? Who are you to hope?
Hold on, my friends.
Oriange, watch out!
Alphino!
We cannot comprehend. We cannot know. We cannot know!
Don't, please! Don't do this to them! To yourself!
One voice.
Just one good strike.
Stop! Please stop!
We will not suffer alone. All will know our pain.
No, you don't!
Ah!
All are washed in ice, a frozen waste, forever silent.
Wait!
I'll be fine.
Don't!
You gifted them escape. And rendered yourself powerless.
No. You're wrong.
Bereft of the synergy you claim is your strength. Unless you need to call upon the dead once more.
Not this time.
Defiant to the last. But you will be one with us ere long. You will be battered and torn and made to crawl. You will weep and wail and curse your impotence. Curse your life as it fades. As we did. As we died. Such pain and sorrow we felt. Such anguish and rage. We tried. We tried. But it was no use. Only when we surrendered did we find release. Only when we embraced death. So join us in despair and embrace yours.
No. I defy you. Right?
My ultimatum. What is happening?
Wait, Xenos.
At the end of everything, I find you, my friend. I sought something in you once, as you did in me. When at last I understood what it was, I journeyed to Sharlayan to seek you out. Struck a bargain with the woman who shares your gift. In exchange for lending the Scions my aid, I was given the means to come hither. Gorging upon what remained of the Mother Crystal, I reclaimed the form of the dragon. And, hungry still for our reunion, I rode the light of the stars to you. I take it this is your prey. But
All right.
why does it still live? Surely it is no match for you. I assumed you would be above something so banal as despair. Am I mistaken?
Oh no. I just gotta reach her first. If it comes to it, I won't save you.
I care not. What I desire of you isn't succor. It is satisfaction. So come! Let us dispense with this distraction, you and I!
Can I really get a Shiryu now? Please!
You will not silence our song of oblivion.
I think that would be awesome, or something similar. Like a mini version of him. That would be awesome. Not the doggo. Right. I don't necessarily want the doggo. I just want the dragon. The Shinryu dragon as a mount. That would be awesome. Okay, who's up for fighting Meteon? Aside from Skippy. Again, I can queue us for Kia. I don't mind. Yes, me too. That would be awesome. I love it. You ready, Skippy? Okay. I got no response, so we're good. Let's get this fight over with. Final days. The final day. This will take a little bit longer. Not much, but a little bit. Make me back down. Meteon, I got a blade with your name on it. Excuse me, Endsinger. I don't hate Meteon. Nah. Fair enough. Got 2 tanks. I love the music here. Then again, I've always liked this fight music. I also like this platform we're fighting on. Expands contract. Eon becomes instant. Champions from beyond the rift. Be my call. That actually worked. That's funny. Right.
You will never reach it. Will never reach the deliverance you seek.
Yeah, like, that's engaging. Jolly cooperate. Hey! It's a Mikote Cloud. Awesome. I mean, I've never tanked this. Also, yes, so many dancers. The hell?
Ends this day. There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
I've literally never tanked this,
Even
so.
stars must die.
Oh, I barely got out of that. Right, I see this. It's insane. So many damn.
Utterly futile. Your suffering is at an end. This is a kindness. All of us have known despair. We have seen the end. The same end. Again and again.
I do that every single time. Wait. Can't slip back into it.
A sorrow so deep only emptiness remains.
Levi.
Tis so lonely between the stars. We have seen the end. same end. Again and again. If there is no happiness in life, there is only one place it may be found.
And the DPS check.
Oblivion.
Oh shit. Okay. The one button I don't have on my hotbar.
Dynamis. No matter.
Right?
You
Well,
only
Pink freaking
delay
have
the
it,
inevitable.
so I totally forgot to put it on there. I mean, I'd have gotten to it in time. I was waiting.
Your time has come. It always does.
Not enough DPS. Right. The end. No! Oh wait, we just got debated. Great. We failed everyone at the end. Right?
What is this defiance? No. The hatred, the pain, the loss.
I feel so bad for you as a healer right now.
Suffer it again.
I've never healed this one and I don't want to. Actually, I have.
We will stand against fate.
No matter the cost.
I've healed it once.
We've been here before.
Been forever.
Many a time.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
The hope will shine again.
What we saw. What I saw. This can only end in misery and desolation. No life, no star, nor the universe itself. None should hope for better. If this was not the answer, then what is it? Where lies happiness?
The only reason why I say I feel bad for healers on that one is because of her slowly raising damage on when she swipes her wings over the field. Oh, nice. Yay. Here comes the fun fight. I kind of, at some point, want a new game plus this as, my main, just to do it as a paladin. That's the important part. I did it as ninja on my first run. Hey, Jason, welcome in. You missed dead ends and final day.
No matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for. The answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please
be friends?
Be friends?
Here, let me show you.
Yes, I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart. What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again. On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time.
Poet, and she doesn't even know it. We created it together.
Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colors. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, or restore what we have stolen. But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart.
Right? Let me give her a hug.
Of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea. Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more. Nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds. A song of hope.
Let me give her a hug. I want to so bad. Okay. I keep forgetting to take a picture then, because that's so pretty. Meteon!
One day, life will fill the universe again. And Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know. But I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day. Do they not?
That they do, Meteon. That they do.
I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth. That hope will surely guide you true.
Hey, it's the Disney shooting star. That's the picture I want. That horizon, that's so pretty.
You mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero.
Yeah, I do. You will.
Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe. Stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear.
I fought him as a ninja.
I need burn through the candle of my life.
This is the sole pleasure I know. And it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you to issue challenge and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice, wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void. Such pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer?
That I can't deny. Think what you will, but I'm not letting you leave this place. I've had enough of you. It ends here. I know a few people picked that one, and some picked that one, and a handful picked that one. Think what you will, but I'm not letting you leave this place.
So you would still play the hero? No matter. In acceptance, you betray your deception. You know full well what we are and what we seek. To shine incandescent in death's shadow.
Hi, Gemini! Gemini! That's a girl. Hi, Gem. 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 What? What? That's still a cool fight. What the heck? You need out. Uh-oh. I started this fight. Hey. 1 sec. I think this starts whether I want it to or not. Oh, no, it doesn't. 1 second, guys. Alright, I was scared for a second. This is gonna start while I was away. Okay. Here.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and me to mine! Still fighting you, I see.
It'd take more than that to knock me off my feet. Ow. Okay, that one I should have been standing in the water.
Show me your vaunted fortitude. Soon you will know the full extent of my power. Mine for the taking.
Nope. I don't think so. A test of your reflex.
Mine for the taking.
Right. It's because it's... No. I'm the wrong one.
Test of your reflexes.
Nope. I'm not a fool, Xenos.
A test of your reflexes. Mine for the taking.
Oh shit.
A test of your reflexes.
Move. That was gonna hit. There was no way that wasn't gonna hit.
A test of your reflexes. Mine for the taking.
I don't think so. This is so much easier as a tank. Good God.
Mine for the taking.
Right? Because some of these hits, you're pretty much down as almost any other class. The only one I haven't tried yet for this particular fight is healing. Oh shit, I'm the wrong one. Ow. God damn it.
Test of your reflexes.
I'm almost at the edge. So, ow.
A test of your reflexes. Mine for the taking.
Couple of mistakes.
Mine for the taking.
Yep.
Ugh. Ah, my soul. How it burns. I know you feel it too. The inferno swelling within you. Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor! I have you!
Ow!
Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent.
Oh, hell no.
Yes!
Right?
Yes. Rise
Keep
once
shot.
more! It mustn't end yet! A test of your reflexes!
I missed that.
I have you!
There you go.
A test of your reflexes! Show me your vaunted fortitude! Have you no rage left for me?
Oh,
No
I do.
rancor?
That was a dumb move of me. Right. You know, I'm okay with
For the
this.
taking!
That hit by accident.
I have you! Mine for the taking! for the taking! I have you! A test of your reflexes! Show me your vaunted fortitude.
Oh.
Mine for the taking. I have you. Mine for the taking. A test of your reflexes. I have you.
No, I think it's I who has you.
No, not yet. Not until the last of me is spent. Now fall.
Keep shot.
This is my moment. Our moment.
The Duke out. The fisticuffs.
That I should lose again.
Right.
How disappointing.
Never have I understood those around me. Understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark. Blinding, brilliant.
Right?
Gone. Too soon. What of you, my mirror? Born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure. Was this life a gift?
Or a burden.
Or a burden?
Oh, Siobhan.
Did you find fulfillment?
That whole thing where he's having that speech, it just hits home.
Can you hear him? Safe. Must tend to... You're... Please.
Someone, and
Please.
Poor Alisaie.
you can't leave us. Not like this. If you do, I'll never forgive you. So come on. Open your eyes and get up.
Are you with us? Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought...
Is everyone alright? Am I alive? I know her.
After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking.
I kind of want to know what Graha says when you say, "Am I really alive?"
You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
You're not one to talk.
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain?
Why, right? You're all ones to talk.
That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this. When Meteor appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came. And when you finally deigned to appear, you're within an ilm of your life. Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
Give the poor girl a hug.
Oh, those were cries of celebration! Anyway,
sort of.
The important thing is that you're all alive and in
Right.
reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once.
Right?
I hope you're ready.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see.
Okay,
Can you
especially
stand?
as the
If
Vera.
so, you may wish
How
to
the
see what is
heck
outside.
is he the one pulling me up? Right?
We're home, my friend. We're home.
All I picture, even though it doesn't show it right now, is this Urianger or Thancred going, Alphino, we got this. Madeline! Emmerich! Hancock, you still deserve a punch to the face. Do this. I want to know how they wouldn't. True. The bromance. Or one of the bromances.
Is that? It is! It's the Ragnarok! They're back!
Miracle!
Thank heavens. Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Yes!
Best mom ever. Autographs will be done after dinner. Great!
Welcome home, everyone!
Taru! Little. Yes, it is. Emit soak. Okay, that one kind of, like, not one of the, or one of the best, not. Oh, you mean Tataru being the best, one of the best potato NPCs? Tataru will always be on top of, up to the top of the list. My favorite so far of the Lalafels is Tataru, of course. Kryle's up there, but Nanamo is my absolute. I love Nanamo. Gotta love the Sultana. Although, of the top 5, although I will deny it, right, I will not say he is at the top, and when I first met him, I hated him, would be, Lolorito. Lolorito is on my list, but he's not my absolute favorite. Nymphilia! I'm just letting this roll because this gives us time to chat. Skip to the one that I want, because I love this scene. Everybody.
Dearest mother, dearest father, this letter will be the very last that I write to you from the rising stones. As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion. From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself. A veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark.
You know, one thing I would love to do, if we ever get the chance, is bring Reen to the source so Flamine can meet her.
Thus believing,
That would be awesome.
I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
At least.
There you are, Alphino. Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be. Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
You and me both, Grail.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask. I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
He doesn't say no, but he's like...
So you really mean to stay, Tataru?
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order. And even a super-secret organization requires a super-secret base of operations. To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
We love you, Tataru.
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
Right?
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru. As do I our next meeting.
Grandpa Elizin in the background's probably gonna be long gone.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
Get out of here so I can get to work. We catch the picture there, Tataru. We love you, but we catch the picture. Right? Yes, Mom. Or should I say yes, other Mom? Because, I mean, Flamine. The exploits of you and your companions are truly an inspiration to us all. I have never felt more compelled to hone my own skills, that I one day might be able to accomplish such heroic deeds. Our visit to visit Limsa means to visit Liminsa, and while I will join him and continue my search, I know not when we will meet again, but please take care of yourself. 'Tis a shame the Scions are disbanding, even if only in name. I still fondly recall the day you granted me my uniform. The memory remains vivid, yet it feels like a lifetime ago. I considered returning to the Adder's Nest, but since I've come this far, I've decided I ought to continue my journey and venture to Garlemald instead. I can't hold a candle to the infamous wandering minstrel, but I thought I might share with the Garleans the tale of your epic deeds. Extend to them an olive branch of song, if you will. I can still scarce believe our battle extended to the ends of creation, but seeing the Scion's mission to completion was both an honor and a privilege. As for myself, I've spent quite a while away from home, so I think I will return to Liminsa for now. And once I get there, my first order of business will be downing a pint or 3 at the Drowning Wench. You were but an amateur adventurer when we first met, but look at you now. You've grown into quite the fine young lass, just as I always knew you would. One might say I ought to settle down in my old age, but seeing you now has set my adventurous spirit ablaze once more. But the first journey I set out upon will be a long-awaited hot spring tour with my dear friend Home. There has been naught but chaos since the Telophoroi first appeared. Towers, lunar primals, the Empire, the final days, yet we have weathered it all and lived to see the sun rise on a new day. And now that peace has returned, I can finally resume my travels with my grandfather. Perhaps we will go first to Kugane to relax at the Bokaisen hot spring. That might be nice. Of course, my journey will not simply be for pleasure. I will collect information on the territories I travel. Perhaps I shall visit Nangxia via Doma. Lane, thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow, akin to a pixie's path. The navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. I can't word. For their part, however, the Loporits embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Aetheris. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that may come to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, the Kadir of the Loporits hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Heidelin, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of this star, and 'tis Vanna's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintance? I'd call it friendship. You're the first to truly understand them. I did not wish to presume. Aye, I would be honored should they consider me a friend. For it is certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the seventh dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times hath mine reticence caused thy grief, mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal, and yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus instead I do proffer my humble support, be it unto the deepest abyss of the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Leyin, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. I wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you hadn't heard, we've received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the land surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north, in Garlemald, and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one which was an area in the northern empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlian too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The scions are no longer needed. Which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can. Of course, as individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphinaud. They are among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier though. But I will curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of your many moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm not out there somewhere trying my very best. I look forward to hearing all about the legendary Alice Levia. Think you can keep up with me? Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said, the next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. We heart you, Tatar. Alizé never change. Real! Feels a little strange now, me Link Pearl's gone quiet. Since my unique skills are no longer needed for the safety of the star and all, that I'm going to become an adventurer like you, traveling far and wide. I imagine I'll start by heading to Mericidia or the New World. Just need to find myself a ship first. Arenvold has pressing matters according to him anyway. Pity he couldn't be here to witness this momentous occasion, though he bids me tell you congratulations. As for me, well, once the Scions disband, I intend to resume my work in Rogger's Reach. I suppose Arenvold will need support in Gearbanya too, though he would not admit as much. Well, he will have my help whether he wants it or not. Kyle! Oh, Laine, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? Maybe a little. I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in the Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Charlian, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause, and so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out. You did the right thing. I won't lie. I thought that was it for me. It worked out. You did the right thing. It is a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always falls to you and the others. I must, and I will do better. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Aldessian. Through our work, Charlian will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threat arises in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ojika, and our other remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel allure for the task itself, of course. You need only ask. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become more dependable comrade. Cry out, you're not You are dependable. Don't worry about it. Oh, Laine. Pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as Father has been, tending to the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I am able. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlian. Both Alizé and I are off to assist with Garlemald's recovery, you see. Though old uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We will rejoin those members of the Ilsabard contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief effort, with support from our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the tempered across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Lycinia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because the truth in Lord Quintus's words. The truth that, whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that we might better help them to begin anew. You'd best write me too. I'll visit when I can. Write you letters? Of course I would be glad to do so. But I would be gladder still were you to come and visit. I believe I speak for Alizé as well. Of course. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me, in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly count. The world is changing and will continue to do so, yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you. In good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. Count on it. Thank you, Lane, from the bottom of my heart. I mean, the salvation Minfilia dreamed for Eorzea comes closer to reality with every step the Scions take. Yes, the world may still be in the throes of change, but it is improving. I see it happening day by day, and I sit here praying that whatever new road you walk will bring you the wonder and joy you deserve. Oh, I clicked on Thinkred. Should you need a rest between your journeys, do come and join me on the terrace for old time's sake. Ah, our champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you, for that matter. On the mend, I trust? Yep. Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Medion defeated her Song of Oblivion cut short. Oblivion cut short. The source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now Reen has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Oriange as aimless wandering. We've a purpose on roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the Scions on the world stage. There'll never be an end to the little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where we and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I am faring well and leave it at that, eh? Yes, Dadfred. No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this space, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the Scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged. But never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Lane. I have a question for you. And imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? Best decision I ever made. There's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. Best decision I ever made. I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running and you'll likely get a certain funny talking fortune teller into the bargain. Arms crossed, staring. Arms crossed, staring. Glad we could talk. If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried how you'll earn your keep now. Just wondering how it's the same question. Same comment, just said differently. Oh, it's different. Wondering how I'll earn my keep now. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm being glared at. You talk as if the Scion's desolation was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Emmerich hear about our disbandment than he offered me position as a guardsman in the Imperium District. As former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Some days ago, a Hainish envoy arrived with word from Vritra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deny to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons like as not. In Thavnir, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Medion, though it was too late for those who had already transformed. Life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Sharlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vritra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Sharlayan if they wish, to work and study. Vritra was always the Slawtrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vritra's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of the suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard Solmar didn't give up. In hope he may a journey to distant Etheris with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. In my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. I'm so glad the danger is past. There was nothing I could do but pray from here. So I was relieved to the point of tears when everyone made it back safely. I imagine we'll have more free time now. So I was thinking I'd study up on healing magic, that I could make myself more useful in the future. My first stop will be the Astrologicum in Ishgard to learn about Charlian astrology. I must follow Aker's lead and continue to hone my skills. We may have accomplished our goal and put it behind us, but my time with the Scions provided memories that will last a lifetime. What bliss to think I was blessed with the chance to experience such unbridled brotherly love. But now that Aker has decided to set off without his dear brother, without the two of them together, I fear I might suffer withdrawals. I'm so glad I was able to be here this moment. You know, I considered continuing to follow in Hori's footsteps, but I realized it's time for me to find my own way. Otherwise, I'll never be half the man my brother is. I did it again. First things first, I'm going to head to Gridania to visit the Conjurers Guild and the Archers Guild. I will do my very best to brush up on my skills before I see you again. Ishtola! There's going to be too much things to get done, so I might have to do some of this on Saturday. Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on a journey or any great length. Not that I am averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you, something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subsided. Oh? During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts, the history of Etheris and the ancients, glimpses of the Ea, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape in interpretation. Truth is given shape in interpretation. When we seek to capture it within our words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well-intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellish the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are a result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Posterity? I can't say that. Let them be read and remembered. Very well then. I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Ea, the ancients, and so many other wonders. I can't word. But I am no scribe. It will be less a polished work and more a reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown, or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. It is that, Ishtola. Far too much blood has been spilt, and far too many lives lost. Still, I am glad I was able to do something to repay those who showed me a path to the future. Not that our job is over, of course, far from it. There is much that remains to be done before true and lasting peace can be achieved. Gosh dang it. To that end, Hori and I mean to set off to Corvos. We expect that the tensions between the Garleans and Corvosi will only flare more with the Empire's fall. I still remember the day we sparred together as though it were yesterday. To think how far we have all come since then. Even now I have not abandoned my dream of besting you in single combat of a friendly nature, of course. Though I clearly do not hold a candle to the warrior of light at present, I shall continue to train diligently, that one day you might consider me an equal. The last dude who did that didn't end so well. Oh, Lain, might you have a moment to talk? Of course, Graha. With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Kryl, I've decided I'll be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Valdesian. Not only am I indebted to Master Galef for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would never have met you, never become caretaker of the tower, never become a Scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps, mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. He's so cute! Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you unto the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omicrons when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? Well, 'tis true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams. In the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavor. There needn't be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Without a second thought. As long as you don't overexert yourself. I am tempted. I know. I can all but hear Lena and Beckle's voices each time you remind me. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omicron somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. Like Omega. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come? I would bid them seek adventure with someone. With that partner, find new purpose and new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not omnitons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word, and should a commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission, then? Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys till next time we meet. Be well.
I suppose we're after Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who would be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Sharlayan before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Radz at Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
And yet again.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge her plans.
I'm being called out. Wait, what?
Quite right.
What?
Indeed.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Wherever the wind blows. Meteon! I didn't get a picture of that. Sad. Right? Beat the stuff up, that's the plan. There's the perfect picture. The crystal tower in the background. Finn! Yet stand tall, my friend. Our journey will never end. Yep. Steal their mounts. Got to. Oh yes. This cutscene. Elidibus.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal. And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as she foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium. Ah, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
Well, considering how late it is, I will probably save Pandemonium and Aglaia, or however you want to pronounce it, for Saturday as laying. Because tomorrow is Free Friday. And it is currently a toss-up between Pokemon, doing WoW Classic for Lich King, Guild Wars 2, or more Star Wars. So feel free to drop that in Discord if you're in the Discord chat, whichever you want to see. And now it is off to shall we pass it off to? Who's on right now? Hum, hum, hum. I'll go to CMY Cats because they are playing Harvestella and that does look like a good game. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Have a good night. I shall see you all tomorrow, and we shall play whatever game actually strikes our fancy then. Take care, everybody.